Hi Cancer, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art, creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, within your journey, and within everything around you, because we all start from zero, which is a blank canvas. Trying to introduce something new, something that is a reflection of me only. So I really hope you appreciate it, especially if you're new here and you just found my channel. Thank you for watching and thank you for clicking on this video. If you'd like a personal reading, all of that is down below. And lastly, there's no rules here, so anyone is welcome. You can binge watch them, watch my old ones. They're all timeless, and you can always get something from my messages. That's what makes them so special. It's not even just the message. It's like you come into a chord as well. It's like, what do you see as I'm describing it? Because there's a reason I do that. What I started drawing for you was an alien wearing shades or sunglasses. This isn't the first time I've channeled things about space or aliens. Like, back when I used to do movies mostly and incorporate it with art, I did E.T. and extraterrestrial shit. So whenever I get stuff like this, it's kind of interesting. Anyways, my drawing also looked like one of those mannequin heads they use in beauty school, practicing on the fake before the real. Lastly, there's the third thing. Have you ever seen one of those dark, relatable posts where it's a person's head, but there's no face, no nothing, just scribbles where their brain's supposed to be? It's like a face, and it's like scribbles or knots everywhere. That's what this looks like down to a T. You could be experiencing brain fog, depression, confusion, like where's my mind, who am I? Now I'm seeing SpongeBob. Sounds kind of weird, but there's that Halloween episode where everyone screamed and ran away once they saw his brain and nothing else. Like, there was no shell, no sponge, literally just his brain, and it looks really weird. I was getting that too. I'm seeing people will be frightened by how much you know. Like, how did you know that? How did you know that about me? And remember, I got an alien. It's like you're embodying an alien. You have trouble relating to a lot of things right now. It's like you come from another planet and have to get used to the real world. I'm getting as well, you will be in another place entirely. It's like you're the new kid. It's the first thing I heard, new kid. This is a very similar energy to a teacher introducing the exchange student or new student in general. This reminds me of how everyone always wants to be someone else too. Everyone wants to be a different race, different hair, different everything, different body. I'm seeing embrace different rather than try to be different all the time. Does that make sense? It's like everyone's striving to be different when they're already different. And I'm seeing that's a synchronicity here as well. If you often find yourself wanting to be someone else or trying to blend in, it's almost like an alien coming to a different world, or us going to Mars or something like that, that's a sign that you're already unique or already special. Everyone that's different always tries the most to blend in. Different, trying to be different. I'm highly drawn to how the alien is wearing shades once more. It doesn't want anyone to know they are of that species. I'm seeing this could allude to race. Don't be ashamed of where you came from. You think aliens would be ashamed of where they came from when you have humans constantly trying to find them? And I'm seeing this in a way too as like cultural appropriation. It's like a lot of people, like with white people sometimes. Some people, like, they're all about like cultural appropriation. They're always doing that. It's like, why would they appropriate it if they don't like you? That's what makes me so mad sometimes. It's like you want to wear it, you want to look it, but you don't want to support it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like we're constantly trying to learn about aliens. We're constantly trying to blow their cover. And then this is starting to make a lot of sense. Just like the aliens trying to blend in or wear a disguise, it's like so many people trying to blow the cover. It's almost like you can't blend in no matter how hard you try because you're so unique, so rare, so different. There it is again. It's like different is trying to be different. I'm seeing this too from a different perspective. There are aliens hidden in plain sight. I feel like there are going to be more planets discovered. We're very close to discovering other life, people different from us. Now I'm seeing the envisionment of how humans are technically in disguise when they're astronauts in their suits. What if it's very similar the other way around? Even metaphorically speaking. This definitely alludes to you in a way, hidden in plain sight. There's a reason you aren't being seen. There's a reason you should keep a low profile. And then I was hearing it's like you feel like you need to blend in or else you stick out like a blah. See? Tongue-tied right there. You feel like you need to blend in or you stick out like a sore thumb. It's like being in a place you don't belong. I feel like some of you are actually going to like a new campus, a new town. You feel so different from where you used to be or who you used to be. I feel like you're having trouble adjusting, which is completely normal. I'm not sure if I should do Oracle first. I will. Let's see. We have the Midas Miser. I just heard the Midas touch. We have entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold. Isn't that what the Midas touch means? Everything you touch turns to gold? That's weird. Delight in sharing life's riches. And then shadow is hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. I'm seeing hoarding as hiding. It's hiding who you are, hiding your identity out of fear that it's like he's paranoid. It's like the Nine of Wands over here. He's scared someone's going to take his money or take something that is rightfully his. Perhaps this alludes to your identity, and I did say something about cultural appropriation. So perhaps like that really bothers you, and I don't blame you at all. It's very deep topic. And I'm getting to this fear of like being seen, just wanting to hide yourself. Four of Pentacles, keep to yourself. I like that in a way. It's like everyone wants to blend in, but at the same time, stop trying so hard to be different. Stop trying to be, like literally stop trying to be the opposite of what you are, is what I mean. Interesting. It's like everything you touch turns to gold. Green. Aliens are usually depicted as green. Who knows if that's actually how they look like? Oh my god, Four of Pentacles. That's weird. Like I was just shuffling this. Seeing with this too, it's like Four of Pentacles, and then this is someone who's putting themselves out there. Don't be shy to meet new people, talk to new people. You'd be surprised who wants to speak to you, who finds you interesting, because you are very interesting. I feel like Midas touch also alludes to you having a nice effect on people. It's like you touch people, you're very touching. That's a quality certain people possess. We have Judgment. No, that was weird. I meant to say justice. Justice. I'm seeing the space reference again of how astronauts kind of are technically in disguise. You could say they're also kind of infiltrating a land, a place that other creatures inhabit. And I'm seeing something about getting even, but not in a revengeful way, obviously. It's more of like aliens coming to our world and then us coming there. It's almost like there's enough space for you. You're not taking up space, you're not bothering anybody, so just like be who you are. I'm literally seeing this as literally too, like we're gonna find like new things coming back and forth. Feels like a bucket list almost. Ten of Swords. I just heard Fly Me to the Moon. Isn't that by Frank Sinatra? It's like, fly me to the moon. Surprisingly, I'm seeing this as space right now. Dude's not wearing any protective gear. He's not wearing a helmet. It looks like he's suffocating, literally. Like, you could say that's what the Ten of Swords is like. No. Claustrophobic. He's being held down. He has nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. I'm seeing before you got to this place, you were wanderlust. You felt like you had nowhere to go. Some of you could have actually been homeless or struggling with your finances. But now you're approaching a new area where you feel like you feel more comfortable, but also you stick out like a sore thumb. It's like an astronaut going to space or an alien coming to the real world. It's weird. It's strange. I'm even picturing this scenario of someone like falling out of the sky and falling straight on their face. Something hit you like a ton of bricks, or something's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. But yeah, like, good news is coming out of the Five of Pentacles. I'm picturing this as well as someone who was injured, couldn't stand on their own 2 feet, now can. Like, look how proud this person is. Look how proud you are compared to how you felt before. It's almost like begging for someone to stay, begging for someone's attention, but now you're not. You don't care that you're an alien. We have the Ace of Cups. 3 of Cups. That's really weird. So, and this new beginning involves you being a part of a group. So it's like being the new kid, the new student. And usually when you're the new person or you're new around town, you can attract a lot of attention that way. It's like you either stick out or you belong. And I feel like maybe at first you won't feel that way, but don't overthink it and don't let that psych you out of forming new opportunities and new friendships, new relationships. Because it doesn't mean it has anything to do with you. It's just a part of the process. It's like starting a new job. You're gonna like have those moments where it's like, oh my god, I should have never left my old job. I should have never left my old town. But that's just the comfort zone screaming. So moral of the story is, get out of your comfort zone. No matter if it feels like this or not. Because it's a painful ending, but obviously you start anew as well. I always say it's like 10, or 1 comes right after 10, and we have the Ace. This is the only card we have here that indicates 1. I'm seeing wherever you plan on going, you'll fit in just fine. Getting a perfect fit. You've been seeing this as you introducing something new as well. These people aren't even wearing the same clothing. It's like red, orange, and then white. I'm seeing white as like a celestial being. You've been seeing that as a clean slate. I always say you start from a blank canvas. This is a new start for you. I feel like Ace of Cups also symbolizes very deep, deep, deep bonds. Seriously. You never felt that before. We have Messia. She's surrounded by what looks like planets, but it also looks like she's by a moon. I mean, not a moon, a mountain. I guess moons and mountains. But it's 2 worlds combined into one. It says, serving humanity with humility, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. You know what else I'm seeing too? Astronauts technically serve humanity. They serve us. It's like we're discovering what goes on out there, what's going on in space, constantly researching that. Astrologists, astronomers. But what about the other way around? Do you think aliens aren't like walking on Earth, plain as day, hidden in plain sight? Something here about serving humanity with humility. And being different, usually, like I said, allows you to introduce something new. I feel like you almost heal every group or every friend group that you come into. We get a Bob Ross card. I'm going to end this reading. We have Ace of Cups. Let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your brushes and a few paints and paint along with us. I'm seeing this as a personal invitation. Someone's going to include you, and it's going to be your ticket in, I suppose. Weirdly enough, too, I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles. Like, you see how she's wearing kind of the same outfit? I feel like in the past, you were excluded. Like, for some reason, someone in this new group is going to remind you of something before, and that's why it's going to bring up all these old memories, but you're trying to leave that behind, leave your biased experiences behind, and just form new relationships. Treat it like it's a clean slate, which it is. It's like they're going to include you in everything they usually do. Also getting something here about not being invited somewhere. It's like, who knows? Do aliens even want us on their territory? It's like, do we want space creatures here? Probably, but it would be kind of a shock. It's like we don't know what to do with them. We don't really know much about them yet. We have an idea of them, but we've never actually met them. That's what this is like. It's like you have an idea in mind, but that's not how it's going to play out. Don't assume people's character. I like this. This pretty much sums up the Three of Cups to me right now. Bunch of astronauts and aliens. Doesn't matter where we come from. Doesn't matter who we are. We can all come together as one. And I really like how the posture has significantly changed. Okay, Cancer, it's a bit of a weird reading. It's all over the place, but remember, it's the overall message, and there's the underlying message. It's like, what did you get from this? What did you need to hear? What information stuck out to you? The subliminals. It's like, how do you interpret my art, my messages? Because you're very important as well. Okay, guys. Bye.